Good morning, Big Weir, road2road.com with your morning horn disease, your sip of chaga. Some chaga mushrooms with some decaf and regular coffee. Yeah, I'm scared shitless from the interview yesterday with Cliff High and Snippy about sun disease and what's going to happen and the words we can't say. So go to road2road.com, listen to the Three Amigos video, and prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. And then of course I wake up and the futures are up. It's going to take a while to process what Cliff was saying about the economic system is done already. There is no fixing the problem. In China, just-in-time delivery systems have stopped. Voila. But as the band whistled on, Steve Mnuchin decided to bump the markets this morning. It's up because why? Because why? There is no reason. Banks are going to be crippled. Third quarter results are going to be horrific. Why? Because they're massively invested in Asia. They're massively invested in the just-in-time delivery system. If you have, say, very important medicines that you have to take monthly, weekly, whatever, get as much as you can now, stock up. Most of it comes from China. It's going to take a couple more weeks, and then everybody's going to go, what the hell just happened? China makes the vast majority of our stuff. And we've known it for a long time, and they have stopped shipping. Every time you walk down the street, I've got a cough now. And I think it's from all the partying down in Mexico. But Cliff's got me scared. Hey, this coronavirus, it could incubate for 30 days. That's what you're going to be thinking. Everybody's going to be thinking that. They have not stopped flights coming in from China. Apparently, all the rich folk are coming in from China to get out of China. But what are they bringing with them? The problem. I think it's like 15% of the United States is Asian ethnicity. And if this is a bioweapon targeted at Asian people, like Cliff seems to think it might be, that's not good. I mean, obviously none of it's good. But we got to find who did it, and we got to hold them responsible. That's a huge thing. Now, clearly it's some kind of bioweapon, but who did it and why? And was it deep state? I don't know. I'm sure it'll come out. It usually comes out after a while on these false flag things. But hey, nothing's wrong, right? Markets are up. Who cares if they can't get the just-in-time delivery system from China up for another 6 months, 12 months? Steve Mnuchin has a little mouse he can click. Here's the problem. He can't fake earnings. They can give the banksters all the money they want, which they are behind the scenes at the FICC. The game goes on, but people are going to run out of stuff in the next few weeks. All kinds of stuff, you name it. They can't even build cars anymore because you need parts from China. You know how many parts are in a car? Thousands. And all it takes is one part for GM to shut down. One part they can't get. For one car, they shut down the whole line. They can't even get the plastics to make the molds anymore. The molds that make the outside of the car. Most cars are like plastic outside now. They can't get the PET, the little pellets, because they all came from China. This is so much worse than what the administration, your government, is telling you. But click, 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 everything's in the green. Happy days are here again on the stock market. It's kind of disgusting and scary. Anyway, and Bloomberg, IMF sees a rebound despite an outbreak. That 2,000 number is just woefully low. IMF sees a rebound. Now you think, oh, okay, IMF thinks it's all right, right? That's what you read in the news? Read a different newscast, and it says As the G20 meeting of the finance ministers and central bank governors begins in Riyadh, the IMF has published an essay warning that newfound uncertainties brought about by the coronavirus could lead to long-lasting and more severe outbreak. Bloomberg, IMF sees a rebound despite the outbreak. The IMF report, newfound uncertainties brought about by the coronavirus could lead to a long-lasting and more severe outbreak. It doesn't matter. As Cliff said, it doesn't matter anymore. The supply chain has stopped. It will take 6 months to a year for it to get started again. I'll guarantee you we will not start it again. Why? This could be a huge boom for the United States. We'll have to make our own materials, but it's that in the meantime problem. Life as we know it will not continue. The financial life as we know it cannot continue more than the next couple months because we'll be running out of stuff. And Steve Mnuchin can click that mouse all he wants. It's not going to fix the fact that the part that was being made in China for the new Dodge Ram truck isn't being delivered, and they can't make the Dodge Ram truck. The medicines aren't being delivered that keeps everybody safe and sane. And I think that's great because I think everybody needs to go a little crazy during this time. But, off the rails crazy, zombie apocalypse type crazy, who knows? The economic fact is the machine has stopped. The gears have stopped. So what do? You buy alternatives to the old system. Cryptocurrencies, I hope you guys are loaded to the gills with the good ones. The good ones being Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin. Those are musts in a portfolio. Everything else you can pick and choose. It all depends. Go to roadtoroot.com in the private road. I got 35 different coins. How will they react in 5 different scenarios? Check those out because every scenario is different. Some cryptocurrencies will do well in one scenario. What happens if the government cracks down on, say, like they did before, and say any ICOs, we're going to bust you, like they did Reggie Middleton? Which was ridiculous because veritasium is exactly what we need to solve the problem. We'll see what happens with that one. You have to have your cryptos in your own possession. See these prices? They were going to go to zero most likely. If the banking system shuts down, all these exchanges are closed for good. They cannot survive this. They have to pay their employees. They got infrastructure to pay for. It's going to take new exchanges, peer-to-peer type stuff, like Veritasium could have done, decentralized exchanges, and trading with your neighbors for cryptos. Yes, the markets will start up again at some point. Probably won't be these same exchanges. But in the meantime, you got to learn how to hodl for dear life. Get your cryptos in your own possession. Be ready to ride out 6 months of chaos. You won't know what crypto prices are. Bitcoin might go down to $100, but you won't be able to buy it for less than $1 million. That's how screwed up things are going to get. So hang tight, hang tough. These are all rigged markets. Look at the volumes. Look at the volumes. Litecoin has gone ballistically crazy. $4.9 billion have ever been mined in Litecoin, but $5.4 billion traded in the last 24 hours. It's a lie. It's a cheat. It's a steal. Tether has gone completely off the rails. 4.6 billion of Tether are out there, but 58 billion are currently being traded in the last 24 hours. Give me a freaking break. Everything is a lie. So silver breaks over $18 and gold breaks over $1,600, and then Mnuchin had to click this, slam it down. Gold and silver, if you don't believe in cryptos, you better be loading up on gold and silver in your own possession. Even if you do believe in cryptos, you better have some gold and silver. Nah, not so much gold and silver. They're both the same thing. They're monetary instruments. Problem is, silver is also used as an industrial commodity. There's a hell of a lot more gold, and there's a hell of a lot less silver than what they're saying. So I see gold and silver as the same thing, but silver being massively better. 50 to 100 times better than investing in gold right now. If you have any gold, you should be running down to your local coin shop and swapping it. It's at 85 or so to 1 right now, the ratio. Completely out of whack because of market manipulation. Steve Mnuchin, clicking his mouse every day. Get yourself some physical silver in your own possession. If you've never bought physical silver or gold, call Andy Scheckman. Send Andy Scheckman an email at Miles Franklin. Here's his email, andy@milesfranklin.com. And say, hey, Big said I need to buy a whole bunch of silver. What should I do? He'll beat any price. Do it now. If you've never bought silver, he'll ship it to your front door. But we're running out of time. You better hurry. Andy is not going to ship it unless he has it. He's not going to take your order unless he has it. Someone else says, oh yeah, I'll get it to you in 2 weeks. They're lying. They won't be able to find it. Silver's hitting another one of those points. It's happened before. What, a quarter of the silver suppliers are going to go missing for a couple months. Some of them will come back, but some you'll never see your money again. You have to deal with people you trust. Go to a local coin shop or send an email to Andy at milesfranklin.com. All right, I did a big, I just posted a YouTube video on the private road for private road members, an update on the repo crisis where we are right now. There is something really interesting going on. The government's withholding some numbers that I've been looking for, and they're late, and I want to know why, because that's where they're hiding the good stuff. Check it out. Go to roadtoroota.com. Join the private road members. It's right there. In the private road, right? Repo crisis update 2-19 right here. The repo spreadsheet is up and running. Also on Patreon, the repo spreadsheet is up. I'm posting everything. I posted a discussion, a recording of the St. Louis discussion, Bitcoin Ben and Friends. I posted on Patreon. I will post on the private road right below the repo update. So go check that out, all you private road members. And if you're not a private road member, think about joining. Hit subscribe today right here. You're going to get yourself one Veritasium token. I still believe that it's something that humanity needs. That's why Veritasium will do so well in the future. It's something humanity needs to move forward, keep the old market structures in place, but infuse some truth and honesty, peer-to-peer transaction. I believe it's going to happen. We'll find out, though, right? And right now, it's just a lottery ticket. What are your odds of winning the lottery? Very low. But if you're a very holder and the lottery pays off, you're set for life. That's my take. This is Big Square, roadtoroota.com. Oh, you also get a silver coin. You can't beat this. Join the private road. 1 year subscription is $2.99. And if you do Patreon, it's $10 a month. But you don't get the good stuff like the coin and the very paper wallet. One very on a paper wallet. Anyway, this is Bix. I'll talk to you guys later.